Auto Repair. Today we are working on a 2013 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD, 6.6 liter turbo diesel in it. We're going to be replacing the reluctant depth tank heater. So we're going to be dropping the depth tank, replacing the heater inside, and putting it back together. Before we get started, make sure you grab your safety glasses, grab some gloves. We are dealing with chemicals. And refer to your service manual before attempting this project for the proper lifting points, and refer to a licensed mechanic if necessary. Without further ado, let's get the truck pulled in, and thanks for watching. Let's get started. So I got the truck in. We're going to go ahead and plug it into the OBD2 down here. Alright, so let's go ahead and check the codes. So that's the one that we're looking at, p21DD, fuel air metering, auxiliary emission controls. So that's the code that we're looking at today. We're going to be replacing the heater in the depth reservoir and see if that fixes our issue. So I got my sockets here. We're going to go ahead and get under there and start taking off the cover for the tank. So we're going to move these over there and start taking off the cover. Alright, so we're under the vehicle. We're on the passenger side. We've got a bolt there, and one down there. We have to take those out. And I believe there are some little tabs up here. See if we can get some light. Yeah, there's a little tab there. We just have to push that in. Should undo itself. Should be able to pull it off there. Pretty easy, pretty quick, pretty simple. Let's get to it. Alright, so I got my ratchet, my extension, and a 13mm socket. We're going to go and proceed with taking these bolts out here. Alright, I'll be back with you guys in a minute. I'm going to take this bolt out, that bolt out, and that bolt out. And I'll show you how to get this down. Alright guys, I had to go for a little bit of an upgrade. Make this a little bit faster. So, back under to get those bolts out. Alrighty, so I got these. The bolts out. Well, nice engineering trick there. Stuck it right to the top. Keep track of my bolts while I'm under here. Well, so I may have underestimated. I actually got to take out that bolt. And then there's one over here too. That'll relieve these clips here. So that we can drop this cover down and proceed taking out the depth reservoir. So I'm going to get those two out. This should be ready to come out. Alright, so I've got my ATV jack here. We're going to use this to support the casing just in case, to keep it from falling on us. So we're going to get this up and I'll show you how I did that. Alright guys, so you can see I've got that bolt out, I've got the bolt out over there, and I've got all three of these bolts out. Got my jack supporting it. I've also got that line undone, which is the filler hose. That was not fun getting off. I had to take a screwdriver up in there and just kind of nudge it along, try to get it off as evenly as possible and not cause any issues with that hose. But turned out pretty good. Got it off nice and safe and sound. So I'm going to try to get that wire back there undone. And then I believe there's another one up there somewhere I'm going to have to get undone. And then there's a big wiring harness on top that I have to get done, and two more lines I'll have to disconnect. right now not sure exactly where those are at, but we'll get there when we get there. Alright, so there's one of the brackets that goes around. So I still got the tank up there. But I did manage to get the cover down right over there. So, you know, hopefully with any luck, we can get this tank low enough to actually see what's going on. So, I'll get that taken care of and drop this down and see what's going on. Alright, so, we got the tank down, got it out of there, and we've got this hose. I just had a couple clips right there, push those in, kind of wiggle it off. I had to grab a screwdriver just to kind of help it off. Once you get it past a certain point, it just slips right off. We had to do that. Big old clip up there. So how this works is up here you got a little latch. You got these two little clips up here, right there. Push these two in on each side. While you're doing that, you can pull this. There's a blue handle up there that connects to these blue things on the side here. So that blue handle comes forward. And that doesn't come undone from this side, it comes undone from this side. That part got me confused as I was trying to get that plug undone. So you gotta lower it to the tank enough and then it just comes undone. And then we also had this clip, which, if you can tell, just has this little slide lever here. Just slide it over, unlocks it, and you can slide it off. That one came off pretty easy. You also had this wire that had to come off right there. So there's that plug right there, that big one. And then that one wire came off, came unplugged from that one. Just push this tab in, off. So this is what we're needing to look at here today. We're going to go ahead and blow this off. We got everything covered with paper towel just to plug it, make sure there's no dirt getting in there. Want to get this, all the loose stuff off first before we take off anything else. So I'm going to get this one off and we will get this taken apart. So I've got blown off as good as I can. Got some wires disconnected here. You got this one right here, plugs in here, and then you actually pull this purple piece out and it unlocks it. You got this piece that goes right here. It's actually going to be attached. So this actually, this little groove here slides over that, so you just push this forward and it'll come off. So these two wires go to our heater. That's what we're after. We have to take off a couple bolts here, Allen screws. We got one there. And it looks like we've got one right down in there. We gotta remove those three, take this off, and then we can start pulling out the assembly. So I got this up, got unscrewed. So this, the inside part, does turn left to unlock it, and then the whole thing will just come out. Looks like there will be some assembly that we'll have to kind of do on the other one to get it in, but and then I just set that right over there on a paper towel just to kind of keep it out of the way. That and that plug was kind of difficult to undo. Well, let's go ahead and get this one out and get the new one in and get it all put back together. Alrighty guys, here's our new part. We got this. I already got that little plastic piece on. It does not come on it, so you have to add it on. Got this thing out over here. We got our new gasket and our new lock ring. Yeah, a few extra gizmos there. I think they go into anything. Haven't seen anything like them so far. Yeah, let's go ahead and take this and drop it on in. We're gonna take this, and you can kind of see that they have little notches in there. So we just need to try to line this up as best as possible. Just like so. And I'm gonna get this twisted in there, and then we'll go from there. I need both hands to do this. Once you find it set down, you can just twist it, and you'll hear it snap. That means that it is in there and good to go. We're gonna go ahead and get our gasket on there. Just right here. Just like so. So you want the smooth part to go down in. We're gonna feed this over our wires. Okay, got that bolted back on. We're gonna go ahead and take this wire and just go ahead and plug it on just like that. Yeah, pull it in on it, and then push the purple dill in. It'll go right on. Alright, so now we need to take this other purple one, do the same thing on this side. But it might be a little bit trickier, so I'm going to need 2 hands to do. Oh, nope, just like that. Snaps right on there. Look at that. Alright, so next, that guy, I believe it's the purple one here. I'll go and wound it through here. Alright, so these should be the only 3 that we should need to hook up on here. So we're going to take this guy here. Remember how I showed you? You're going to go ahead and line that up in there. Here, snap. We're going to take this purple guy, I believe. We're going to go and just snap it. Alright, so this is the right one. So all these are one size, so it's really hard to mess them up. You got this one that slides on, and then you got these 2, and then you got this one here, and there's one over here. So, no stress, fairly easy. Well, let's go ahead and get this back in. Alright, the truck is done. We got it out of here, got it put back together, put the diesel exhaust fluid back in the tank. Started and ran great. Cleared the codes. She was able to make it back home without the code appearing again. We'll see if that lasts all week or what the story is there. So I know there was like 4 or 5 different codes, but start with this one and see where it leads. Everything went back together pretty smoothly. I was not able to record me putting it back in or the process of doing that, but yeah, if you found this video helpful at all, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And if you really like the video, go leave me a like. Other than that, have a great day and see you next time.